Practice Athletics and your primary Square One coach. And we are super excited kicking off Square One tonight. And so I'm going to be shooting a video every week that's going to be highlighting some type of healthy lifestyle habit that we're going to try to improve. So first week, Square One, we're going to start at water. Being adequately hydrated is absolutely one of the #1 things that we can do immediately, and is super easy to improve our overall health. So, what are some benefits of getting enough water? Number 1, being adequately hydrated is really going to help us build muscle, increase our fitness, increase our ability to perform. If we're feeling sluggish, tired, because we're dehydrated, we're just not going to get the best workout, and we're not going to be able to push ourselves to get the best results. Our body is built up of 75% water. Most of that water is held in our muscle mass. So being adequately hydrated is really going to help us to build that muscle, help us to burn that fat. Super important for that. Number 2, being adequately hydrated, getting enough water is going to help lubricate our joints. So this is really important for injury prevention. If we're not adequately hydrated, think of your joints having discs or spongy material. That sponge, if it's dehydrated or if it's not lubricated, it's going to be kind of coarse and rough, and it's not going to be able to take impact that you might have from being active. So if we're adequately hydrated, it's just going to be a lot safer, and it's going to help with our injury prevention, help us keep nice, healthy joints. Number 3, love this. Being adequately hydrated, getting enough water helps us lose fat. Water generally is very natural appetite suppressant. A lot of times our brain triggers, when we think we're hungry, we're actually just thirsty. So being adequately hydrated is going to keep us curbing that metabolism, keep it rubbing. And dehydration causes stress on our body. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this, but when we have our body put through stress by being dehydrated, we create a hormone called cortisol, which holds on to fat and makes it hard for us to shed those extra pounds. Number 4, being adequately hydrated helps flush toxins from the body. This is really important. Toxins are held in our fat cells, and so we want to drink enough water to flush those out. And this is really going to help with things like bloating and feeling a little bit more comfortable. Also, toxins, we use our kidneys to help strain the bad stuff out of our body. So our kidneys are kind of acting like a strainer for those bad toxins. The better hydrated we are, the more we're going to be able to flush through and get those bad things out. Super simple, awesome benefit of being hydrated. Number 5, overall general reduced stress on the body. And this is really important. I think a lot of times as people, when we're working out, we're eating the right things, and we're not seeing fat loss, stress is such a huge change for us. If we are stressed, even if we're doing all the right things, our body reduces a chemical called cortisol. And one of the ways we can do that is just by not being dehydrated. Your body goes into kind of a fight or flight, and it will hold on, creates this cortisol, and that's going to hold on to fat cells, preventing it from being burned in a healthy manner. So again, water, super simple, something we can all do right now today to change and improve our health. So this week's challenge and going forward throughout the 6 weeks is going to be to increase or improve our hydration. So a couple ways to do that. Very general, we want to make sure we're getting about half of our weight in ounces of water. That's a very beginner spot to start, but pretty simple to calculate that. And then, so we'll say if I'm 150 pounds, then I'm going to be needing to get at least 75 ounces of water throughout the day. We want to make sure too as well that we're getting that throughout the day, and we're not leaving all of that for the end of the night. I think it's a really good tip to wake up, drink a full glass of water. You're going to hold the appetite back, you're going to get that metabolism rolling, and then continue to drink small amounts of water throughout the day. Last thing is you want to make sure you're not drinking all of that water or too much at the end of the night. So try to get 2/3 of that water by the mid-afternoon, and that last third before dinner or right after dinner around that time frame. So we don't want to be cutting into our sleep time because we have to get up and go to the bathroom too much. So we're going to start this week getting adequately hydrated, and we'll talk more about it in class tonight when we meet. Super excited to see all of you guys, and first things first, let's start getting our water intake rate. All right, here we go.